Hi Gemini, welcome to the third Gemini number reading for the channel. Felt like another little burst of energy here with the Gemini reading. Got a little bit of a higher note there before for that Taurus reading, so let's see if I can do with these other. I don't know. No one is probably ever gonna watch these anyway. I'm just gonna do my thing. Okay, so this is how people really shuffle cards. Sort of. Just wanted to make it it's an Aries moon right now, so I got some energy in there, but I feel like a little bit more of that sprightly, airish energy with coming into this reading. A little speed. Gemini, the mutable air. Boop. It's more fun to read if I assume no one's ever going to watch anyway, whatever. My own creative endeavor. And for its own sake. What a beautiful thing. Okay. So the present energy is the Hanged Man. The 12th card, Neptune energy. This is about letting go, developing new perspectives, and also just kind of hanging around waiting. But while you're doing that waiting, you are actively developing major arcana energy, developing a new perspective, and letting go of something. The challenge right now is the High Priestess. Interesting, this is more water energy on top of this Neptune water energy. Getting in touch with that intuition and an acceptance of that mystery of life, that feminine side of spirituality and religious institutions, and these pomegranates in the background are really about there's a mystery to life, and we're not always going to know what it is, but standing in that energy of going with it. 2 major arcana cards as your present energy and as your challenge, and developing new perspectives and getting in touch with intuition and allowing the mysteries to kind of ride out as they will. In the recent past, you had the 6 of Wands in the reverse, so trouble letting go of some kind of baggage and working through that energy, and now deciding to maybe develop a new perspective around that baggage that you've been working to let go. And in the near future, you have the World card in the reverse, so the fixed energy here, Leo season right now is the fixed fire energy, having trouble completing a cycle and completing and integrating a cycle, but coming to the end of some sort of major journey. Another major arcana card here, but trying to figure out how to allow that cycle to complete. So working on releasing baggage, developing new perspectives, kind of hanging around, seeing how it goes, letting go, trouble letting go into the energy of actually letting it go, but then not necessarily feeling like that cycle is totally complete, or knowing that you're getting to the end of a journey, but it's not necessarily wrapped up fully. In the above or conscious energy is the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups is just happiness and creativity and in love and in relationships. These 2 people who are just praising the beauty of this rainbow with their 10 cups there. So your conscious energy is experiencing creative and relational love, and reaching that end of that 10 journey, and every journey that ends becomes a new one, as the World card kind of shows us, but sort of feeling like you've reached this pinnacle of this new pinnacle on this part of your journey, of this new idea and concept of love and creative expression. And in the energy in the below, you have the 3, the Empress, which is 3 is Gemini. This card, the Empress card, is more earthy, feminine, Venus energy, Taurus, Libra. But in your subconscious is this divine, feminine, fertile energy sitting in her confidence, her abundance, her fertility. Sitting in that divine feminine is what you have going on in the below energy. This is nice. This feels yeah, interesting. A lot of major arcana, another major arcana card here, and just seemingly just a positive energy here. The advice card is the Death card in the reverse, which is really about like a resisting transformation. So maybe in the near future you are like not necessarily sure how to fully wrap up this cycle, not necessarily sure about how to go about it entirely, but your advice is also to sort of like resist a little bit of a transformation. So like maybe that's leading into this near future of like maybe it's not necessarily fully time to wrap up the cycle completely, and that's why like still working here to develop these new perspectives, and the letting go of something. And interesting though, I didn't really read about why the High Priestess is the challenge. So like getting in touch with that intuition, allowing that mystery to just happen. The challenge is allowing the mystery to happen and maybe sitting in this divine spiritual feminine energy of allowing this major arcana energy to process. And the advice is to resist some sort of a major transformation, at least for now. Interesting. The energy surrounding you is the Judgment. Wow, this is a very powerful reading. Another major arcana card here. This is answering the call, this divine call. There's a call from the spirits. I try not to say that stuff too much as a physician who practices evidence-based medicine, but who obviously believes very significantly that there is like a spiritual world and tie that is very much connected to our logic and our reason and our science and our medicine, but you can't get too lost in that in other direction. The amethyst, Neptune, number 12 stone is about preventing and protecting, cleansing energy and protecting against spiritual drunkenness. Getting in touch with the spiritual world, but not allowing yourself to forget that spirituality happens here in the real world. So that energy surrounding you is like answering the call. So like, I don't know, you probably know what that means. Divine judgment. Not necessarily like judgment as like you are going to be judged, but like the judgment is that you answer the call. The worry right now is not necessarily feeling like you're having the energy to like stand up for your beliefs against your adversaries or ideas that are being challenged with your own, feeling overwhelmed by that process. In the upright, the Seven of Wands, fire energy, currently the Aries moon, Leo sun season, both fire, feeling like you're not necessarily able to stand up against that fire, and that is a fear that you're having. Feeling overwhelmed by that process of needing to defend your ideas. So that's stressful. And the outcome of all of this is the Eight of Swords. Gemini energy is the swords, the air, communication, intellect, the wind, the air, the issues that we have that are not kind of tangible, but that are part of like our everyday process. This card is about feeling stuck, but this person doesn't realize that they can take off their blindfold and untie themselves and just like step out of the puddle and like take the swords out of the ground and like get out of that feeling. Interesting. So feeling stuck, and that's a little bit of this present energy here of the Hanged Man, like waiting and seeing and letting go, developing new perspectives, but kind of still like being stuck there in the tree a little bit. Okay, I hope that was enough apps to delete. I have to figure out what I'm going to use for a camera because I like the phone up here in this new ring light, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get these long videos. Okay, so feeling stuck and just like not yet realizing that you can get out of it. Interesting. Big vibes. I feel good, nice positive vibes here. Aha. Ha ha ha. Okay. Passion, movement, and success. Movement there with the Leo, Sun energy, Aries, Moon, movement. I was like feeling movement. I was feeling movement and like going with this Gemini energy here. So let's do movement. Movement. When this card comes up in a reading, it symbolizes that it could be time to take action and proceed on your journey or with your plans. Taking action can be scary or anxiety-producing. Anxiety, the nervous system, Gemini. But sometimes you need to stop thinking about things so much and just do them. This card means that the time is now and all signs say go. And then you get this passion and success. All signs say go. Answering the call. I don't know. Success. This card signals that it's time to tap into the warm feeling, Aries Moon, Leo Sun, of accomplishment. After working incredibly hard and pushing toward your goal, appreciate your accomplishment and the growth you have experienced along the way. So honestly, I just want to say wow, because this has definitely been the hardest video to just finish. Every time I think we're just going to come to the end, it's not finishing. So, and it's like something else is coming up. So this is just like very Aries energy. Gemini energy with like the fact that it's just like fire right now of the Aries Moon and the Leo Sun. And it's just really interesting. So I think this will be the last one. So in 3 pieces, we'll get the Gemini reading together. Gemini is the 3rd sign. Can't make it up. Passion is the last card. Okay, we're in there. Aries Moon, Leo Sun, passion, fire, energy. I'm going to try to like stop raising my eyelid so much. Oh man. How you perceive passion can depend on what lens you view it through. Lens, the eyes, Gemini, nervous system. Passion may be associated with lust and temptation, or it may suggest optimistic action, like a fire in your belly. This card encourages celebrating your passions in whatever form they take. It asks you to acknowledge the flame that sits within you, whether it is a deep conviction, interest, or love. Find what stokes your inner fire and embrace the excitement that comes along with it. Movement, success, passion, answering the call, realizing that you are not stuck, even though it might feel like it right now. And the advice is just to resist a little bit of transformation while you figure out what's going on with the challenge of, this feminine spiritual energy that is acting as a challenge of what's going on here. Because you're answering the call and that's a process. Not having some trouble reaching that final step of the integration, but just keep moving forward with passionate, inspired energy. Okay. Tried to finish that card so many times, funny. No. Fine. No, it was not focused. No. The spirits say, please just take it and move on. Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. These came out messy. Axe. Forces working against you. It can maybe be like the fear that there's forces working against you and you're feeling like stressed about that. Someone stubborn and unwilling to change. Could that be like Aries Moon? Is it you? Unwilling to change, but like that's kind of the advice. But really, Gemini is a mutable sign, so it's not like, if anything, they're changing like too much. Heartache over what you no longer have. They're in danger, especially in money matters. Honestly, I'm going to let this happen because there's just like a passionate energy going on, but this just doesn't feel right. Those don't feel right. I've never put cards back in and like asked for others, but like it just doesn't make any sense. Because they flipped out all together like that twice. Can I just get like 2 or 3, please? 1. Can I please just get like individual cards, please? Too much. This is what happens with too much fire and air together. Can I just get like 2? Come on, now, 4, please. Come on. 2. 3. 4. Younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Someone younger than you, or who kind of has the energy of being younger than you when you were younger. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. That makes more sense. It's not just because I like that, but it makes more sense. February, I don't know what February could mean to you. Aries, there's some air, wind blowing in there, some Aquarius kind of energy. Period of prosperity and abundance. Movement, success. I see success here. And getting together with friends. And it's a totally different message than that random one that popped out, which is just like a reminder that you have to focus sometimes. And just slow down if you don't know what else is going on and things are just feeling like big energy. Okay. Now just slow down. Don't raise your eyebrows so much. Excited, passionate energy. Gemini, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Leo season, 5. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So you're developing new perspectives. And you're realizing that you're not stuck in something. And you're answering the call. And you have success. Generally just a positive reading overall. Just success and movement. Keep it moving. Sometimes the point of my reading is just keep it moving. Whatever the personal issue is, you feel a sense of resolve around it. Move, success, passion, but also careful not to go too fast and take a breath and take a break, which is why I'm finishing my readings after this one for today. The all-encompassing hand, Gemini is the hands, and that kind of looks like the sun for Leo season. A lot. Life has been going on around this reading. The all-encompassing hand. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, Gemini, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, heart, Leo season. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. In your bitter, if you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. This oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, the ties that have bound your hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved, feeling stuck. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There's always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. The divine has the situation in hand and all is unfolding as it should be. Ask for help each day by asking for help. In whatever you want, specifically. The divine wants to lend you a hand. You must ask for help first, however. So ask. Empower that all-powerful hand of grace to bless your life and all circumstances, relationships, and situations that have been and are yet to be for you. The hand. Judgment. Answering the call. A personal issue reaches resolution. You have to sometimes just ask for help, though, and you have success and passion and movement supporting you in this. So thanks for joining, Gemini, through that a wild journey of a reading. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.